Ciaran, another game on Saturday. They're coming thick and fast. Harrogate awaits. What sort of game are you expecting?
Tough one. We played them first game of the season, didn't go well, so I think we owe them one. Yeah, it'd be a tough physical game. We know the boy up top. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough game.
They're not on the best run of form themselves. Obviously, we've been similar in that respect. Does that make for a more enticing tie? It's difficult to sort of assess what sort of side you're going to come up against on Saturday.
Yeah, no. I think form goes out the window when we've been on the run that we've been on. Like I say, we haven't been playing too well, but we feel like results will come, performances with it.
The Salford win on Saturday was huge. How much of a boost has that given the side this week in training? Have you noticed a difference, or the players just been the same old, and it's just sort of dust yourselves down and go again?
Yeah, a little bit. You get a sense of the lads are a little bit more upbeat, but we've got a good group here, so it's always been a good. We've always had good morale around the place throughout the week, whether we've won or lost. So it's not too dissimilar.
And how have you summarised your performances this season? You've been really unlucky with injuries as well, but you're back in the side once again, performing well. How have you sort of assessed your time here at Town so far?
It's been up and down. It's been tough at times mentally. Obviously, was out of the team, injuries, back in and out of the team, change of manager and stuff. But yeah, as long as I'm playing, I'm enjoying it, and I'll continue to do that as long as I can.
And how much is it a challenge? Because obviously when you have played, you've been a regular, then you've had the injuries and you've had to spend time watching your teammates perform out there, but then you've got to come back in and try and hit the ground running again. How tricky is that, both mentally and physically?
It's part and parcel of being a footballer, I suppose, but for me it's been my first sort of consistent year of playing. But yeah, you just got to adapt to it. Like it's not the easiest job in the world, but there's people who have it a lot tougher than football players, so you just got to get on with it and take each day as it comes.
And you've had a few defensive pairings over the season, having come in with players leaving, other players coming in. How have you found adjusting to that and building those relationships with your teammates?
Yeah, it can be tough at times, because personally I like to build relationships with players around me and stuff. But everybody I've played with has been brilliant. Like the older lads that I played with, Frenchie and Angus, was great in terms of having that leadership next to you, that physicality. Playing with Fraser and Clates as well. It's just I'm pretty easy. I feel like you shouldn't go into a game thinking, oh, I wish I was playing with somebody else, because it takes away from your own performance. So just get your head down and get on with it, really.
A managerial change this season as well, with Jody coming in. How have you found his influence since coming in, and what's he like to work with on the training pitch?
Yeah, his influence has been big. You can see that on the training pitch. Little coaching details and little changes of maybe 2-3 yards here. Little positional changes, triggers of when to press and when to sit off and stuff like that, in and out of possession. He's been really good tactically. I think he's really good. So yeah, I know I'm here till the end of the season. That's all I can control. So I'm just looking to take as much from the manager as I can whilst I'm here, and just enjoy it.
And just finally, how have you found the sort of physical side of League Two? Because obviously it seems that every week, every single different side that we play, they come with a different threat. Some like to play more football, some are more physical. How have you found that as a centre-back, and trying to cope with some of those big strikers at the back there?
Yeah, it's tough at times, but it is what it is. I knew what I signed up for when I came here. It's always going to be tough. Someone like me, I'm always going to have to use my brain in terms of defending, so I don't need to be fighting big lads and trying to go for headers that I'm not going to win, etc. But sometimes you can get drawn into the fight with people, but you've got to kind of calm yourself down and remember, listen, I don't need to fight these players. I just use my brain, and I'm more than good enough to get the better of them.
And another big crowd is expected on Saturday. We've had some really good away followings as well. How much of a difference and how much of an impact have the crowd made on performances and contributed to getting that first win on Saturday for a little while?
Yeah, massive. You can tell when, especially when we're at home, we've equalised or we've gone in front, the crowd really get behind you, and it makes some real noise, and it just gives you that little bit of extra energy to push on and go again. The away support as well has been brilliant this year. I was surprised how good it's been. They don't shut up for the whole 90 minutes, which is good. Keeps you switched on. But yeah, the fans have been brilliant all season.